Okay, there we are. We're live finally. Always with the technical difficulties, right? Like you just can't catch a break sometimes. Let me know if my microphone sounds a little wackadoo. We'll let this populate. I guess we're officially running behind on a bunch of stuff. So let this populate, grow, share it. I have a couple of things to explain, a couple 2 tree things to explain. Welcome everybody. Hello, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Um, how was everybody's Halloween? Did everybody have a good Halloween? I had a phenomenal Halloween. Oh, thank you, Ryan. Ryan says it sounds fine. Ryan's got a crimson ghost on his face right there. Share the stream. Just so we're all aware, once I do this, this is not the stream. This is not the actual stream because of doing everything as punk rock as I do. You run into problems and situations. But hey, what's up, Roomwork? How was your Halloween? Raymond, good to see you, buddy. Welcome everybody. Happy Samhain. We got the lime green bubbly for the big premiere. It's the big premiere. Thank you, Marco. Marco says it's all good. Nice Danzig shirt, Marco. I really promoted this a lot, so let's wait a little bit longer. I'll tell you about my Halloween. I had a very low-key Halloween. What's up, Kevin? How are you? Welcome to the show, the pre-show. Yeah, that's right, Bill. You know I'm rocking the MSG shirt. Shout out to Debbie, Rainey's girlfriend, who bought me this shirt. I drove us all down, and she hooked it up. Yo, friggin' Russell Casualty, what's up, dog? Tony, what? Tony Secret in the house. Good to see you, Tony. Tony, I don't know if you saw that episode, but thank you so much for the poster. It was awesome. Truly awesome. Freaking hello. We have someone from Mexico, Rodrigo. Welcome. Welcome to the show. Welcome to my book collection. What? Dave stayed up in the UK. Dave, I salute you. Rue survived Samhain. Wait, I survived Samhain. Yes. I don't know. Yes. Peter, how are you, sir? Good to see you. Frank, get out the ranch. I really should, right? Tony says, haha. Yeah, Tony. All right, I guess this is good. This is a good enough start, right? All right, so here's the deal. This that I'm using right now, this is StreamYard, okay? This is not OBS. OBS is what I need to use to do the show. So the pre-show is going to happen here on StreamYard, and then because of the infuriating software that will not let me switch from Pizza Punk, my other show, Pizza Punk, to They Came From Lodi, I'm going to have to do the broadcast from the Pizza Punk page. Oh, you don't understand. You don't understand how aggravating this is. It is truly aggravating. I can't even begin to describe my frustrations over this situation. But it is what it is, man, and that's all that it is. I'm just gonna have to deal with it. It'll be fine. We'll make it work. But I wanted to come on here first to give a little intro, a couple of whatchamacallit, disclaimers and things, and get that all set up and worked out before we dive in. We dive into the dive. You know what I mean? Going to my page to share this real quick to a couple other pages. Please share this around. If you feeling froggy, share it up. Share it up. So I did 61 horror movies in the month of October. That's probably the most amount of movies I've ever watched in a single season. I feel pretty proud about that. Saw a lot of good stuff. And Kevin says, can you drop a link in the thread? So this is how it's going to work. Oops. Drop a link in the thread. No. It will not be on YouTube tomorrow, Frank. This is a little bit different. It will be on YouTube, but it's not going to be on YouTube tomorrow. It's only on Facebook right now, and then it's going to be deleted. The video will be deleted, and then it will be eventually making its way to Facebook. I can't drop a link into the thread. It's going to actually have to premiere from Pizza Punk. Don't worry. It'll be on the They Came From Lodi Facebook page. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll even go I'm gonna go live. I don't know. Maybe that's stupid. I don't know. My life right now, too crazy. So for anybody who's not understanding, I have to broadcast from Pizza Punk because of the software. It's not letting me sign out and sign back in as they came from Lodi. So I'm going to have to, in order to play the full thing, the full 1979, it's got to be done from the Pizza Punk page. This is okay though, because I'm going to still share it 100 times on the They Came From Lodi page. So if you're on the They Came From Lodi page, you'll be able to see it. If you're on Pizza Punk, you'll be able to see it. What is Pizza Punk? Pizza Punk is my other show. It's a talk show that I do. That sort of opens up into other stuff, mainly pizza and punk. Just sort of widens the net outside of just the Misfits. Although Misfits stuff does get discussed there as well. As a matter of fact, I recorded my longest broadcast ever last week with some of you know him as JV Bastard, Joe Vasta. Who him and I, we were old tour buddies. We toured together with Blitzkid for their last 2 legs of their tour before they broke up. So Joe and I did 5 hours and 12 minutes. That's going to be split up into 2 podcasts. You can find that on the Pizza Punk page. So that's what Pizza Punk is. And again, please, if you want to see fresh content, it's not really on Facebook. This is kind of like the last of the Facebook stuff. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. I can't stress that enough. That's where stuff is dropping all the time now. So if you're down, if you appreciate this content, if you like the content that I do, you got to subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's the only way. I'm going to try and see if I can find it. You know, I love listening to Loki and Joe's show. And they're talking about how they need like they need a Joe Vasta Jamie, or Jamie from whatchamacallit to look stuff up. I need that guy too. I need him. Here, subscribe to the YouTube channel. I'm putting this in the comments. Putting on Nick Ross. I just want to thank Nick Ross real quick. Nick Ross painted the most beautiful Misfits painting that I, with his permission, of course, commandeered to do one last big push algorithm, to push through the algorithms of Facebook, because they don't like a lot of text, and I didn't realize that. Shout out to Robbie Bloodshed, who reminded me of that painful fact. Look, guys, I just put the YouTube link. Subscribe here for all content, including 1979. When 1979 will be widely available, it will be available here. So this is where you want to be. Subscribe to the YouTube channel now. Very important thing to do. And follow Pizza Punk. Follow They Came From Lodi. Follow all this stuff. Okay. So for anybody who's new and joining us, this is an introduction again to 1979. I want to do a little pre-show before we went into it. I know we're running late. That's my fault. That's on me. I'm so sorry about that. It is what it is, and that's all that it is. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. So what happened? What happened did I just lose my train of thought? Okay, so here's the deal. My name is Jeff. I'm a filmmaker. I guess I'm a podcaster now. I become this YouTube podcaster. I'm a videographer. And I, more than anything, I am the biggest freaking Misfits nerd on the planet. I love the Misfits, as many of you already know. This is like one of my passions, and the things that I'm really passionate about. I love to pour over the minutia of these things. And many years ago, I started working on a project called They Came From Lodi, which is the title of this page that you are watching. That is actually a secret Misfits documentary. That's right, a feature-length Misfits documentary that has been in the making for almost 10 years now, for over 10 years now. I kept it off the internet for many years for many good reasons, if you could imagine. And right around the reunion time, I stopped giving a crap, and I said, you know what? I'm going to start pumping the YouTube presence. I mean, the Facebook presence. And then, we started to develop a little community on here. We got a lot of people following the page, and by a lot, not really that many, but, for all things considered, it's a nice little chunk of people, and or at least the people that would be interested in something like this. And so I was thinking in my head, I'm like, how can I further expand the reach of this page besides just, sharing interesting Misfits related posts that we see everywhere else? You see it on all the other pages. Hey, Andre, greetings from Germany, Jeff. That's awesome, Andre. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your support. And so I was just like, I need to get into video content. That's what I need to do. I need to expand. And you know, I was like, I sat here in this very bathrobe one day during quarantine in March, and I said, you know what I'm going to do? I am going to just talk. That's just going to be, it's always got to, there's always a gimmick, right? I always have to be editing some crazy complicated thing that takes too long. And, you know, I end up not being able to do it. What's up, Russ from Michigan? How are you? Russ always checks in. Francois from Canada. Wow, we have a real international crew. I love that. I love seeing the international togetherness, you know, fiends from all over the world. And so I was like, well, what if I just talk? What if I I think of this as filibustering. What is filibustering? It's when you just talk as long as you can. You just pull stuff out of your ass and you just talk. And so that started this page, and I love doing it. And almost every week, we've almost never missed a show since we started. How many months is that now? I mean, it's like 7 months, 8 months or something. We're on episode 35 or 36 now, maybe. And then in June, and the whole point of the show, what's up, Jerry? We got Jerry from Jersey. The whole point of the show is to really Facebook Evilive and all this stuff. The whole point of this, what's up, Adam from the UK? Hello, welcome. The whole point of this is to raise awareness about They Came from Lodi, the documentary, right? That's the whole point of it. So it's like the 1979, guys, I can't keep calling out everybody's name. I'm just going to show it in the thing, or else I'll never get through my spiel. Okay. So I'm grateful that you're all here. Thank you. Share the stream, guys. Share it. Share the stream. Share it out. And yeah, I need you to reshare when we go on the Pizza Punk page. Oh, I'm so mad about that. Anyway. So the whole point of doing this podcast content is to raise awareness about They Came from Lodi, which is a unauthorized fan appreciation. I'm getting to the show, Steve. Steve, let me have my moment, please, Mr. Zing. Whole point is to raise awareness about this fan appreciation project. That is the point. Okay. A couple of notes and things you need to know about what this is. This is nothing revolutionary. This is nothing like, it's not like there are no revelations to be had. Maybe like a couple of cool little connections. The whole point of this was Joey Image died. And I thought, you know, I started doing like a Joey Image, like retrospective show. And then it exploded. I was like, you know what? Instead of just Joey Image, I should do it about all of 1979. And, you know, because how much can you really talk about just Joey Image alone? You know, you need, he's a little footnote in the history. What's up, Joe Stoker? Was actually talking about 1979 with Bobby. Yeah, Bobby's in it, man. Bobby is going to be in this thing. You're going to see Bobby. He recorded a little message for me. In any case, Joey died, and, you know, I just thought, oh, we'll do like a little tribute thing. And then that exploded. And instead of just being about the year 1979, I was like, well, you know, before 1979 is Static Age, and before Static Age is Cough Cool. And well, Cough Cool came out of punk. You know, what's up, Nick Bianco? What's up, Felipe? You know, before Cough Cool came, you know, the punk explosion in 1977. Well, how did the punk explosion in 1977 happen? Oh, you got to talk about, you know, so it actually goes back. So what you're going to see is we really don't get to 1977 until about 1979, until probably about 45 minutes in. You know, we're everything is just talking about the history. So it's a lot. And if you're a lot of Lodi history, Steve Zing, you will appreciate the Lodi history a lot. I hope Steve, as a local Lodite, would appreciate some of the stuff that's in this. Like, okay, big thing, lots and lots of copyright, or, you know, just stuff. All this stuff is not mine. Some of it's mine. A little bit of it is mine. I have taken things from all over the internet as much as I possibly can and consolidated it into, it's a video podcast, but it's also a documentary. It's more documentary than video podcast, but it's still a video podcast. And so you're going to see a lot of interviews that you probably have already seen, you know, and it's going to be just packed. It's also going to go on tangents where we're just going to talk about one tangent that zips on into one thing, into another thing. Yes, 77 to 78 is included, Tony. That's what I'm saying right now. I hope that that Facebook does not copyright take this down, because that could happen. The video might just collapse midstream because Facebook's rules. I hope that doesn't happen. I did a couple of preliminary tests. I hope it works. We'll see. We'll see if it does. And all right. Just trying to make sure I cover all my bases. How I told you I was made. Another thing, audio mix. The audio mix is terrible. I tried to just turn everything up so that way it was legible. So you may find yourself riding the volume a little bit just to, I did the best I possibly could. 3.5 hours of content. It's not easy. So keep that in mind. So like I said, so we're going to head over to the Pizza Punk page right after this. Well, you don't even have to. Stay where you are. Stay on the Lodi page. I'm going to share it over there. Just transfer over, okay? And then we're gonna get into it, okay. One last thing. Just want to pay the bills. And it's not even really paying bills, because I want to say one thing. This is non-for-profit, meaning that this is being shown for free. You know what I'm saying? It's not like this is not about charging tickets or anything, okay? However, as an unemployed filmmaker trying to earn his bones, if you like this content, if you want to support, no, don't look at that. No, if you want to support this content, you can do so in a few different ways. You could do it by buying a cup of coffee. And for those of you who already bought a cup of coffee, you're going to see your name. You're going to see your name in the credits as an executive producer. There's the link to do so. So you can buy a cup of coffee. Okay. If you really dig this content right there. If you don't have the money to buy a cup of coffee, that's totally understandable. You can go here and click on some of the ads here on my website that puts precious pennies in the AdSense account. That's also very helpful. Chris, you cannot watch it from here. You're going to watch it from Pizza Punk. Long story, Chris, just sit tight. Stay right here. Glad you're on Facebook, man. Just stay right there. You can also rent one of my movies. That's another way you can support the creation of all this content that I've provided at no charge. Rent a movie. Feel free. And lastly, I promise I'm going to shut up Steve Zing and everybody else that wants me to get on with it. I promise. Come on. I got to do my thing. Well, indulge me here. Indulge me the way I'm indulging you. You can go here, rent a movie. And then the last thing is this. You can buy a t-shirt for the upcoming documentary right here. Oh, no. What is this? Buy a t-shirt if you feel so inclined. This really supports the creation of this content. Feel free. And of course, I mean, it wouldn't be a complete show. Those are the t-shirts. It wouldn't be a complete show if I didn't show you my sour cream shirt on Saturday. This is a real funny inside joke that nobody understands, or some of you do. So if you want to say I'm a sour cream shirt, that's what it is. Sour cream. Remember, nothing more than sour cream. If you feel like buying a sour cream shirt, feel free to do so. Okay. Enough of that spiel. We're moving over to the thing. Okay. So now what's going to happen? Check this out, peeps. Now what's going to happen? I'm going to get off. Yes, I love that, man. One big international family here. So I'm going to get off. And by the way, last thing, if you see something that's your content, I told you, I stole a lot of things from the internet and put it in this thing. I tried to give everybody credits. If you see something in your content and you're like, Jeff, what the F, man? Why did you take that? Or blah, 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 blah. Like, give me my public flogging. I'll make an announcement on the Facebook page. I tried to include everybody who deserved a thank you on some level, some shape or form. Some people, I had B-roll content from doing They Came From Lodi. I have photo archives that I use from They Came From Lodi. To answer Rich's question, it will be on the YouTube channel, not tomorrow. It's going to be streaming right now via the Pizza Punk page because of freaking whatchamacallit. No, no one can ever know about the ranch. I didn't steal any ranch. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. All right, so I guess I'm going to bounce off of this and we're going to move. And then the last thing, for anybody who can survive the full running time, I figured I'd come back on here and we would do just like an audience chat. I'll put the link in the thing. If you want to come on and chat and talk, tell me how I messed up or how it's really, really great. You enjoyed it, whatever it may be. Feel free. And the last thing I'll say is this was made with blood, sweat, and tears, man. I really poured all of my soul into doing this. It's not perfect. As a matter of fact, it's far from perfect. I mean, I could probably spend a year or 2 years working on something like this. It was put together in an incredibly short amount of time. It was put together in a very short amount of time, considering that Joey Image died on June 1st, and this was done by November 1st. I mean, that's 3.5 hours, you know? Another thing, you're going to hear a listening party for the 2 albums. That's just sort of thrown in there. That's not going to be in the YouTube version. I'm just trying to think of anything else. Is there anything else I'm missing? I don't think so. Like I said, please, thank you for all of your support thus far. I want to thank everybody who's bought coffee and supported and bought merch and things. Thank you so much. Dude, YouTube is great. Kenny, subscribe to the channel. The links are above to subscribe. You got to do it. So I just want to say thank you to everybody. I'll be back. I'll be back at the end of this. Okay. So, and I'll be on like just making sure that it's working. Broadcast is working. So follow me over to Pizza Punk right now. Okay. No, I can't do that, Nick, because Steve Zing gets really mad when I sing. Steve Zing gets really mad when I sing Danzig songs on here. He doesn't like me. He doesn't like my voice. It's understandable. I'm not a singer nor a musician. So, all right, guys, I'll see you in a few seconds. I apologize for this interruption in the broadcast. See you in a second. Peace and hair grease. November coming fire. Sour cream.
Okay, this is a new experiment. Am I live on the same page in 2 different places? Let's find out, shall we? Let's see if this works. Look at that. Let's see. Huh. How about that, huh? So technically, I'm live twice right now. Yeah, you got this one's going live in all but 10 countries. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So we got knocked, you guys. We got knocked. Somebody put the kibosh down. I don't know who. I don't know how. The kibosh got put down. Look, I'll show you. Let me see if let me see if I could do this. How can I do this? No. Is there a way to flip this camera? No. I don't know. No, it's not gonna let me. Look, see? See that? Hello? Can you hear me? Rue, how is it possible that you're still watching it? I don't get that. Because it's blocked. Rue, where are you? I thought you were in New York. It says it's blocked in a bunch of different countries. My number. Does it keep happening? This makes no sense. Look. Right? Where's a little, oh, the camera's right here. That's why. See? It's still playing. It never stopped. I was watching it for, Kenny says, hold on. I was watching it for a while after it was supposedly taken down. Comments were off, though. Interesting. Oh, you are in New York. So it's telling me that it's blocked in the United States. And I had a sudden drop in viewership. Suddenly no one could. Yeah, it is up to the Undead performance. That's right. That's right. That's crazy, man. I got to tell you, I mean, I kind of had a feeling this might happen, but I said at the beginning could possibly happen, but it was going so well for such a long time. I thought maybe we had made it through. Yeah. James says it kicked him off. That's a shame. That is a shame and a half, man. Wow. Joe says he was 2 hours in and all of a sudden the stream stopped and put me into this one. Wait, what? Am I siphoning away from the other stream? Hold on. How is that pop? Uh-oh. Did I take you? Am I taking you guys away from the other stream right now by doing this? No, it says I'm still checking right now. That's so bizarre. Thanks. Rue says, fucking love it. So I'm sorry. If I pulled you out, I'm sorry. It was not my intention. I figured I'd start the after show a little bit early because, this is still going. I mean, there's still another hour. Can you believe it? There's still over an hour left of this thing. At least another hour minimum, I think. Thank you, James. I'm glad you like what you've seen. It seems to be very well received. I'm very pleased about that. So this is the way it's going to work. It is going to wind up on YouTube eventually. Eventually, it's going to wind up on YouTube. Whoa. Okay. So Rue, you can see both things. You're on the cell phone and you're on. Interesting. Interesting. Very, very interesting. Huh. Look, this is never going to be made into a DVD. I can't even stream it. Hey, I can't even stream this to Facebook. Why? How would I put this on as a DVD if it won't even? I'm not even allowed to stream it on Facebook. Look at all the trouble I've gotten in just from doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's never going to be on. It will never ever be available for sale. However, it will. Yeah, dude. There was, at the highest I saw was 95. Got up to 95 people, which I was very pleased with. I was not expecting that many people. Probably the biggest turnout that we've ever had on the show. Ever. We've never had that many people. We got a lot of secondary watchers on YouTube. A lot of people like to come on and watch it on YouTube. But not ever like that. That's crazy. I suppose I'll stitch this together into its own little YouTube show. So I might as well provide an update right here. So here's the deal. It is going to be on YouTube. It's not going to be in this version that anybody's seen. I suppose sign up for my mailing list, maybe. I don't know. At some point, I'll try and get this version out to people. But basically, all the music has to be taken out. It can only be talking head stuff because anything that involves music just gets muted, and it's super frustrating. But music is necessary because you're trying to tell the story. You're trying to, highlight your arguments and your statements and things, and you can't do that if you don't have some music to go with it. You need it there. So maybe what we'll do is I'm going to now tweak the version. I'm going to pull out all that stuff, recompress it, and maybe we'll do a YouTube premiere now. We'll premiere it on YouTube and see what happens, right? Or I was thinking of chopping it up into micro content and doing that as well. I'll probably do both. So that's the idea, I guess, basically. Here, let's open it up. I'm going to, copy to clipboard. Okay. Anybody want to join me in the studio? Hold on. I said I was going to do this. Might as well still do it. There we go. Boom. If you'd like to join me, I just put the link in the studio. You're more than welcome to come and chat with me right now, live on the air. Whether you want to talk about 1979 or whatever, feel free. So yeah, I'll wait, see if I get any takers. You know what sucks about this camera? The camera's over here, and I wish it was up top because then I find myself holding this weird because I'm trying to. There we go. There we go. That's good. So I have to hold the camera like that. So if anybody wants to come in to the chat, come into the waiting room. That's the link right there. I'm going to leave this running for anybody who is in Europe or any of the other countries. So that way they can keep watching. Or I guess some people in stateside can still watch. Because honestly, I kind of want to take it down right now. But it's 2 hours and 14 minutes. There's still at least 90 minutes left. Crazy. Here's the part with Bobby. There's Bobby's little cameo. I Skyped with Bobby the day after Joey Image died, and he was nice enough to come on and say a few words, so he did. And that's his message right there. I don't know if I'm holding the camera up right, but there's Bobby. That was back in June, and I hadn't really spoken or chatted with Bobby in 8 years, but I've interviewed him 3 times for the documentary. So yeah. Yes, that's right. So yeah, Rue says he's speaking about Joey. And Bobby doesn't really like talking about Misfits stuff these days. That's why I'm so grateful that I interviewed him when I did. I interviewed him between 2010 and 2012, and that was when he was at the height of talking about the Misfits. Love talking about the Misfits. Now, as you know, for this project, when I was culling interviews that were not mine for my thing, because everybody keeps saying, "Oh, where's the DVD? Where's the DVD? Where's the DVD?" They came from Lodi. Will be the DVD that you could purchase. I can't sell you this because A, it's not my footage. B, it's not my music. I don't have the clearances for anything. But that footage, those interviews I did with Bobby, probably around 6 hours worth, I would say. That material was mine. I don't know how much of it will go in, but that material was mine. To do with as I wish. Bobby signed a release, good to go. But Bobby doesn't talk about the Misfits anymore. If he does it sparingly. And this was no exception, even with, I guess he made an exception because Joey had died. But normally Bobby is like very, I understand it. I totally get it. He just wants to talk about the undead. He doesn't want to, he says, why should I talk about a 2-year period of my life that happened 40 years ago? I think that's his rationale. I get that. I totally respect that. I don't understand why he still puts X. I don't know if it's the promoters or him. If that's the case, Bobby, why still put on X Misfits on every poster? I know it sells tickets, but it's like, you got to think that people are going to ask you about the Misfits if you have X Misfits on the on your billing and stuff. So I don't know. But I guess he's earned the right to both of those things, right? He's earned the right to call himself an X Misfit. He's definitely should make as much money off of that as he possibly can. I mean, and B, he also has earned the right to never talk about the Misfits ever again if he doesn't want to, because, like you said, probably sick and tired of being asked the same questions over and over 40 years. Hey, Russ, thank you for tuning in. Guys, link is still here if anybody wants to chat. I'm inviting people. I'm inviting anybody who feels comfortable enough to come into the waiting room. You come on to the chat if you want. Otherwise, I guess I'll end this in a little bit. To be honest with you, I was hoping that perhaps we would be doing this at midnight. It was bad timing. I wanted to be on Samhain. You know what I mean? I didn't want to. I could have done it at another time. I didn't want to do it on Halloween. Too much stuff was happening on Halloween. I was in the middle of watching a ton of movies, and at the same time, Samhain is a meaningful day for all of us, right? So I figured it would be that would be the best way to go about it, But I'm definitely down to as you know how much I love to talk. If anybody wants to come on and say something, here you go. Here's your chance. StreamYard. That's the link. Do I have to say it like Michael Grizz? Who disagrees with me? Who disagrees with me? Does anybody want to challenge my views? Does anybody want to challenge my views? This is so crazy watching you interview Bobby while watching you here. Yeah, I don't know if you would call that an interview. I wasn't really interviewing Bobby. He's talking about this. My head is right there in the bottom thing. I wouldn't call that an interview. I was just trying to coax him. You know who's the real MVP is Diana Steele. She's a real MVP because she set everything up. She sets everything up. I'm so happy for those two. I really am. I'm happy for you, Bobby. Truly, both of you guys. The Steels on their steel sailboat. Bobby's become a pirate. And he's out on the open sea, and I think it's wonderful. And I I'm over the moon happy for both of them, and wish them just endless happiness and whatnot. I kind of like doing these in my bathrobe, and now that winter is back, I think I'm gonna go back to that. Again, link is open. Putting it in the thing again. Anybody want to chat? Now's the time. So I'm gonna go upstairs. I got a lot of TV to catch up. I've been watching horror movies nonstop. Too many to count. And yeah, I'm just really sad that the thing didn't work. Oh yeah, Treehouse of Horror premiered. I guess I could watch that. Watch that upstairs. Oh, now it's on the Night of the Living Dead. Yeah, this is a real tour de force to put this thing together. It was look now they're playing Night of the Living Dead. That's the last time Bobby and Joey would ever play together. I believe, from what I understand. That's the last time those two dudes ever played live together. So crazy to think that was the final hurrah for those dudes. All right, so like I said, you'll be able to see a version of this on the YouTube. If you're not subscribed to the YouTube page, please go do that. Please watch some content. There's many different ways to support the channel. We got more great content coming to you live. Really sorry this got botched. I had a feeling this was like sticking our hand in the fire to see how burned we were going to get. Truly, it's funny. I'm sticking with your film here while it's on. Yes, please do, because it's going to be deleted. Next week, I'll give you a full review. Yeah, man, thanks. Yeah, it's going to be, that is going, that's coming down. As soon as it's over, it will be going down. Should have done this live to YouTube as well. Don't know why I didn't do that. So you'll be able to watch on YouTube, subscribe. What else can I say? Sorry this happened. It was a lot of fun to see so many people enjoying it while it was available. It is what it is. It ends how it ends. Joe says, I wanted to see the Bobby clip. I'm annoyed at Facebook. Dude, don't worry. You will definitely, that will be available to see, Joe. Joe, you're in this, I took a interview. Someone mentioned your name. Oh, Tony mentions your name, and I cut to a video of you just because. So you're immortalized. Thank you, Rue. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, this was like a terrible after party. I was expecting it to finish out, do good. Joe says, ha. Yeah, Joe, it's really funny. I just it cuts to you and you're there. You're just like kind of looking like a goofball, but you know what? You look like a guy who's really happy to be there. And it shows, and that's wonderful. It's great. That sort of thing. Now they're talking about Bobby throwing up on John Lennon. This was used. I could kind of do a. This is taken from Mike Hideous's "Living the American Nightmare" documentary. I found some of it floating around on YouTube. A lot of controversy about the release of that thing, and some guy who was at the premiere that I was at. I was at the premiere for "Living the American Nightmare." We were all handed DVDs, so I have a copy of "Living the American Nightmare." It was given to us. Someone ripped theirs and uploaded the footage, and Bobby tells the John Lennon vomit story. So I managed to get that in there. And the best part is when you find this stuff, it's like puzzle pieces. You watch it, you find where the puzzle pieces connect and try to tell the story. It's too bloated. There's too much stuff in here. This thing should be 90 minutes, maybe, I don't know, 100 minutes or something. But it's there's just so much good stuff, and it's for such a niche audience of nerds who just want to nerd out on this stuff that it's you can't help but just, pack every moment in with stuff, and then what would happen, of course, is, I kept saying to you guys, oh, it's almost ready. It's almost ready. It's almost finished. It's almost finished. And what kept happening is I kept, coming across some little, nook or cranny or some little thing that built up on the story. And I said, oh, I got to put this in there. Oh, I got to put this in there. I just kept adding and adding and adding and adding. And it is up on YouTube. It's up on a different channel, a secret channel that I have on YouTube. The whole thing is up there, but it's private. And the point of it is to see what gets hit with music ID content tags, ID tags. So that way I know what choices I can make to cut stuff out. If I want to cut stuff out to get it up on my channel without having any issues, I can just do that. That's what I can do. So wow, we still have 10 viewers. Now it just dropped down to 8. Yeah, it dropped out. Wow, we have more viewers here than there. But yeah, that's the thing. So it was like that was the canary test there, and then what was the canary test on Facebook was this. But this is really even just to raise awareness for 1979. I thought maybe we would get through the whole thing in one piece before I deleted it. But ultimately, it was always supposed to live on YouTube in a truncated format where I wouldn't necessarily get ID tagged. And yeah, it is what it is, and that's all that it is. We have some new shows coming next week. I have an upcoming show, as I mentioned, Pizza Punk with JV, Joe Vasta, you know him from Mr. Monster, Gotham Road, Michael Graves' band, played in Blitzkid, toured with me when we turned with Blitzkid, a couple other things. That's a 5.5 hour 5 hours and 12 minutes broadcast. It's going to be divided into 2 episodes. Keep your eyes peeled for more shows here, but now my focus is turning to They Came From Lodi proper, the movie. I'm reorganizing my entire workspace here, so my whole background's going to change. I'm going to reorganize this place, and I'm going to start capturing the tapes again. I've transferred over a bunch of files to my work drives, and proper work is going to begin. Again, this stuff takes so much time. That'll take a lot of time because there's going to be a lot of artwork involved with it. But that will be available for purchase. So everybody keeps asking me about DVDs. That's the DVD you can buy, and I'm happy to sell it to you straight. You will get it straight from me. Happy to sell it. So, yeah, I'm really just stretching this out like Laffy Taffy, huh? There's just nothing. I mean, none of you are coming on the live chat, and there's nothing. This thing is still going, so I have to like sit here and babysit it, even though I really want to turn it off because nobody can enjoy it. Like only 8 people are enjoying it right now, outside of the U.S. I guess that's how it's rolling. All right. This is cool though. I'm on a tablet right now, so I have my computers here. I have my cell phone here, and I'm on a tablet. I didn't realize I could. Guess I could do. Did we lose it? Okay, no, we're still there. Okay, that was crazy. All right. I'm really ending it. I know when it's time to leave the party. Goodbye.